Hey gang, it's Ark. Welcome to Scarcity. This is a new Long Dark series that I've been working on for a while, and I'm excited to finally bring it to you. So I've got some notes that we need to go over here. Now, don't be alarmed by the amount of text. This is just for the people who want to pause and read everything. I'm just going to go over everything very quickly, and I would say skip ahead to the actual gameplay if you want, but you're probably going to want to know at least the outline. So I'm going to see if I can do a quick 3-minute lightning round through this. So Scarcity is a new custom challenge. I've set this up to be very hard, but hopefully a lot faster paced than like a no-goa game would be. And this is completely not play tested. So this is going to be new to me. I hope I didn't make it too outlandishly hard, but you know, we'll find out. Okay, I've got some questions that I thought you guys might ask here, so I'm just going to leave those there if you want to read them. And let's go on. So, the first major change is loot. We're going to be using Stalker loot, so we'll get access to all the items, but 95% of them are not going to be there. So that'll be done with a die roll, and you know, we're not going to roll for every single item. There's a much quicker way to do that you'll see. Okay, so a lot of information for people who want to read it, and I thought I would say matches are exempt. So we're going to have plenty of matches, and this just sets up the rest of the challenge. You can read about it there. Okay, I need to pick up the pace. Shelter. 5% chance for all shelters. So that's going to include basically everything except for fishing huts and cars. Those give us slight warmth bonus, but everything else that gives a warmth bonus, 95% of the time it just won't be there. And for the caves that aren't there, we can't even use the front half for the wind block. Bunch of stuff about mandatory transitions just to make sure we can access everywhere in the game. And there's some special rules here for a few things. Don't really need to worry about those. Okay, cold. I'm basically adjusting a whole bunch of stuff, either slightly or removing it from the game so that cold is more of a threat. So limiting the animal clothing, you can read the details, some rules for clothing, mending, taking teacups out of the game, just this whole thing where you carry 25 teacups. It just doesn't make any sense. You would brew your tea when you want to drink it. And I'm taking coal out of the game completely. I have a carefully worded exception here so that I can still forge, but other than that, coal is just way too strong and needs to go. I will not be using torches outdoors. There's a few reasons here for that, but the main reason is on the next page. We're going to make the wolves really dangerous. Instant charge wolves. I'm going to implement this by, as soon as they notice me, I have to aim at them. So that'll cause them to charge, and then, you know, I'll have to deal with the consequences of that. There's a few minor details here. This is actually pretty important. I'm removing the ability to start a fire while there's a wolf after me. The reason for this is it's just too strong. You know, it would just sit there and wait patiently, which makes no sense. So we're just going to take that out of the game. All the stealth and scent stuff, you know, you wouldn't be sneaking around these animals without them being able to see you. You can't drop a smelly thing, and once you're not carrying it, it just doesn't smell anymore. Yeah, we're going to take that out of the game. And I'm going to make the moose and the bear extremely dangerous to hunt. You can read all about that there. Okay, next up is sustenance. I'm basically removing all the free meat from the game. The carcasses and the fish will still exist at that 5% rate. But, you know, we're going to have to actually spend time or resources to get meat. I also think that cattails and birch bark tea are a bit too strong. Birch bark in particular is way too strong. You could heal for like 40% of your health just from harvesting one of those little birch areas. So I'm going to cut that by a massive 6 to 1. So you might get 5 or 10%. The exact mechanics of how I'll be doing this are probably easier to just show you in the game. So condition regen off, and I'm just going to add this little rule in here to make the herbal tea more fun. Okay, lastly, we've got some miscellaneous rules. In particular, oh yeah, I guess I should say, I don't know about this one. I just want to try playing with all the ropes and actually using the intended routes. And the torch harvesting is just not fun, so we're going to take that out of the game. Okay, so quests. This final thing, you can read kind of the reasoning for it here. There's just certain items that I want to have access to. So rather than just allowing them all the time, which would make it too fast to get them, we're going to drip feed them with these quests. So every time we loot a corpse or a vehicle, we'll have a small chance to find some kind of information that'll tell us about, a place where we can find a particular type of item. You can look at the quest types there, and I'll give complete info on those once we find one. Okay, so that's going to do it for this part. Wow, I made pretty good time, 6 minutes. So what I want to say is, if you have any questions about any of the rules, feel free to put that in the comments. I'd be happy to answer that. Also, if you want to know why I chose the rules that I did, I'd be happy to shed more light on that. And right now, we're going to go get into the custom settings and get the game started. Alright, this shouldn't take very long, but I will leave a timestamp for the gameplay if you'd like it. Alright, let's go into custom here, and I'm going to make sure I have the right code in. So this is all Stalker settings with the following changes. I decided to go with noon and clear weather just to have a consistent experience. And let's see. I've upped the blizzard frequency, and the world gets colder over time to the interloper levels. And Aurora's up to high just because, they're pretty. Okay. Calories and freezing, I maxed out. And thirst I decided to just leave at medium. Water just isn't very interesting. It's very easy to get, especially when you have lots of fires all the time, which we'll need, so I figured that might reduce some of the grind. Fatigue rate I put down to medium, which is the interloper level. That does make the game easier, but the main reason I did this is running is extremely expensive, and I actually wanted to encourage myself to run more just to kind of increase the pace of the game. So we'll see how that plays out. Both of the condition recoveries are off, and I had to increase the hypothermia and the frostbite rates up to the interloper levels from Stalker. Okay, I think that's it for this whole area. Yeah, all that stuff is the same. Now gear, I've left everything on exactly Stalker loot. We're gonna rely on the 5% to cut it down. I did change the stick, branch, and stone respawn down to low, the starting gear down to low, and the harvestable plants down to low, obviously for scarcity. Okay, wildlife spawns, I set everything to low, except for, I decided I'd set wolves to medium. I don't want, because they will be a lot more dangerous, I don't want them to be there all the time, but I also don't want them to be really rare. So we'll see how medium feels. Timberwolves I just set to very high. I mean, we're going to be prepared before we go into Timberwolf territory, so they should pose a significant threat. Let's see. I increased the time to respawn and the reduction over time up to their maximum. And all that's the same. Okay, now behavior. I left all of this exactly on the default settings. And the reason for this is there's a issue in Nogoa where the wolves go into this howling loop animation where they kind of just get stuck. And I wanted to avoid that. I'm pretty sure it's probably this setting here that causes that, but it really could be a number of these. So I just kind of left these all the same as what they are for Stalker. Now, the wolves are going to find me much more easily because of the rules that I made about stealth and scent. So I think this is going to be fine. Okay, I took the struggle bonus away and turned the struggle types up to high, as high as they go. The condition and clothing I bumped up 1 level each. Now these aren't particularly high, but I didn't want to set them to max, and my reasoning is kind of this. If I've succeeded in making the wolves hard enough that I'm going to get into struggles, then it seems reasonable that I don't want one struggle to just end my game. So I'm going to kind of try it out at this level and see how it feels. But the flip side of that is, say I haven't succeeded and I can still pretty much escape the wolves all the time and I never get into struggles. Well, if that's the case, then these don't matter. So I'm going to kind of plan for the case where I get into, say, I don't know, 2 struggles per 30 days or something like that. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. It's very hard to say for sure how this will work, but I think these settings are reasonable. They're not quite up to the interloper levels, but they're fairly close. All right. Oh man, I'm nervous to start this. Okay, so here's the code. I would not suggest trying to copy this from here because it has 2 capital I's and 1 lowercase l. These are very easy to confuse. So I'll paste this into the description and you can copy paste it from there if you want to be safe, if you want to try this code for yourself. Obviously a significant portion of this run comes from the house rules, but oh man, I'm nervous to get started. I've got my dice set up next to me. This is, going in with no idea how this will go. All right, let's do it. So I have decided to choose a mountain town spawn. I think this will potentially slightly ease me into this. I've got some cars, some shelters. Maybe we'll get lucky and get at least 1 shelter to kind of start. But then because that transition cave to Mystery Lake will not be there 95% of the time, when it comes time to leave, I can't really risk going that way. So I'm going to be forced into Forlorn or Hushed River. And since there's not much loot, I'm probably going to have to leave quickly. So I think it'll give me like a little bit of a soft landing to get used to things, and then it'll be really rough trying to leave out of there. So I think that's going to be good. So we'll go with a mountain town spawn. Of course we're playing Astrid. We always play Astrid. And I don't usually play with feats, but I'm going to turn some of these on. So I want to encourage myself to run, so I'm going to take the feats that give me a slight boost to sprinting. Sprinting is kind of massively underpowered, I guess. Like, it's really expensive to sprint, so giving me just that little bit of a boost will be nice. We're not going to give myself an easier time with overall calories, and of course we're not going to turn Cold Fusion on because we're trying to make the game hard. All these other feats I don't own, but I would probably turn on, like just this. Books aren't really that good, so I'd give myself a boost there. Maybe Fire Master. Straight to the Heart could be cool. I would definitely turn this on and get the slight cut to the speed reduction in the wind. All right, so we'll just go with those 2 feats, and this is going to be Scarcity. Let's see, should I be... Yeah, I'm going to be... Well, no, we'll just call it Scarcity. I was thinking about adding a 1 on, or attempt 1, but we'll be foolishly optimistic. All right, while we're loading up here, I just wanted to say I spent a little bit of time thinking about maybe the kind of a backstory for my character. Oh, we have to go. Okay, we're just under the bridge near... I'm going to avoid running, because I don't want to alert any wolves to my presence. I think I want to go up and kind of ease into things with a car. I think there's a few cars around here. And if a wolf detects... I need to pick up a stone if I see one, because I need to be able to aim at a wolf to trigger the charge. So let me see if I can find a stone around here. Alright, and we need to start grabbing firewood. If I don't see any wolves, which I don't, alright, I'm going to start running, because we're going to have to worry about the cold soon. I also don't have any matches to start. I mean, we will find some in some cars probably pretty quickly, but... okay, so here's a car. Let's run over here, and we'll get our first dice rolls of the game in. So the way I'm going to do this is I'll check the visors, just because. And while I'm searching the glove box, I'm going to roll my dice, and we got absolutely nothing. So I rolled 2 dice, one for the quest and one for the loot in the car. So basically that means I get nothing from this car. I'll roll for the trunk separately if we ever come back with a pry bar. Alright, my main priority is to move quickly here. So we're going to check these cars. We're going to see if there's wolves around. Oh man, this would be a nice car to get a... let's roll the dice again. And as usual, nothing, so I'm going to leave that there. We'll check the visors, and we'll get moving. We don't get any of the nice things in here. If that was matches, I would take it, but flares are supposed to be rare. Alright, and we don't have to click... Okay, well, we're alerted to wolves up there. Alright, I don't want to mess with that. Let's go into town. And I gotta figure out where there are some rocks, because I need to be able to actually apply my rule for wolves charging. Wolves. I don't see any up here. Let's go grab these mushrooms just so I can make a tea if I ever do get a fire started. So, as you've seen, I'm not rolling for each item individually. I'm rolling in groups. And by rolling for the quest at the same time that I roll for the items, I can save a lot of time. Okay, let's see if we've got wolves in town. I still need to find some stones. I think there's usually rabbits over this way, so maybe they put some stones near there. Here we go. Okay, so now I have the ability to aim at wolves to trigger their charge. Let's grab, I guess we can eat acorns. Food is probably going to be an issue. Definitely want all the firewood I can get. So, let's try for some acorns.
I can't feel my feet.
And I'm going to have to pick up the pace. We're going to end up taking damage here because I have no place safe to go. Okay, I got my rocks out. If a wolf shows up, I'll instantly aim at him. Fortunately, we have cars around, so... Alright, let's roll again. There's going to be a lot of failed rolls here. Yep, nothing, so I can't take the flare shell. Let's check the visors, just in case there's something in them. Okay, so this car is out. Kind of want those mushrooms. I don't really want to mess around. Oh, shoot. Well, he already charged, so I don't have to aim because he was already charging. Okay, well, this is why I wanted to start in a region with car. Oh, come on, you're just going to sit there? Well, it was a good run while it lasted. We're going to be cold soon. Let me see if I can, Oh, no, we're not quite warm enough. I mean, I could still get some warmth. He's wandering off. I think I'd rather sit here and let him wander off. Okay, so we have a wolf around, which means...
Damn, I'm freezing.
I can't crouch. Let's see where he goes. Okay, so we're taking damage now. I might have to go... Oh man, there's another wolf over there. Alright, well I think we have to get out. Hopefully, we can walk away. Is this a house? Okay, let's roll for this house real quick. Nothing. So we can't go in there. Unfortunately, I can't get over to Grey Mother's. I'm going to put the stone away just so I can pick up sticks without triggering anything. Oh man, these wolves. We're going to be in rough shape if I can't find any matches. Okay, I can. If I find a wolf up here, I can run. I hear something. I think that's a deer. Yeah, it's a deer. Well, so far, this is working swimmingly. This is exactly the experience I was craving Like, everything feels new. I think that wolf is going after that deer. Okay, we'll roll for the quest as well here. And we got absolutely nothing. Coal is no good. I'm crouching down to get in here, not to sneak. I'm going to roll for both of these firewood, see if I get one. And we did not. Okay, I need to figure out where my mic is going to be positioned. Alright, we got to stand up. We can't sneak. Okay, I need to start running again. Let me see. There's some more cars up there. There's going to be at least one vehicle down at the farm. There's going to be wolves down there, though. I think I need to stay up here near town and just check all the cars until I find matches. Oh, shoot, there's a wolf right there. I don't know, there could be a wolf up here. I'm going to save most of my sprint meter. Okay, roll for this house. Get nothing. Okay, so I gotta remember for right now, eventually I'll have time to mark which things I've checked. Alright, we got rabbits here. I don't see any wolves over this way. Oh, let's see. We're not going to be able to get into the gas station, but there's cars there. And then I could come into town from the other side. There's also that park building up there that I could check. I've got enough firewood to warm up. I just need matches. Maybe I should have gone up to the bridge. There's usually matches in cars on the bridge. All the damage we're taking right now, we're not getting back for a long time. Alright. Let's see. Can we go in here? Oh my goodness, we rolled a 20. Okay. So, let's see. We get everything in here. Book, accelerant. Let's see. Can I find some matches in here? Oh, I'm warming up. And we got matches. Nice. Now, the way I've decided to do this is actually really exciting. Because I wouldn't normally go in here without rolling a 20. Well, I'll explain this in a minute. But, let's go ahead and loot. Essentially,
This'll come in handy.
let's say I rolled, when I checked that corpse, I rolled for a quest. I would only get it on a 20. But if I never come in here to make the roll at all, then I'm essentially getting robbed of a chance at a quest. So, basically when there's in a corpse on a place that I rolled a 20 to even be able to access, I should treat that corpse as though it had a quest on it. Oh my goodness, this is so good. I got a pry bar, so we can go check the gas station too. We can check trunks of cars. Okay, so we finally have a run.
Nobody needs this anymore.
I did not expect to actually find a shelter. I thought I would find matches in a car. Okay, so I think we looted everything. Now, I might as well go ahead and get a fire started. Because I gotta get warmed up quickly. I should have started that as soon as I found the matches. Now that I think about it. Do I want to use... I don't think I want to use accelerant right now. Should use that when I'm, like, freezing cold. Now, I'm going to pull some torches from this, just so if we end up finding a house, I'll have some torches to light while I'm inside the house. Okay, let's go ahead and start making some water. And I need to get some of those mushrooms prepped up. Let's see what else we have. We have a little bit of food. I've got some wood I could break down here, but I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, firearm cleaning kit. That's useful. Okay, so that quest that we found, I think what I'm going to do, because I haven't copied all my quest information into the journal yet, so I'm going to roll that quest at the start of the next episode, once we have all of my notes copied over. So let's go ahead and just say one quest. Milton Park Building, base, and no. House across from Grey Mothers, and House on Hill. Just kind of to remind me. We'll get all that stuff marked, and plus, once I've checked everything, okay, that water is halfway done. I should probably throw a little more fuel on here. Yeah, let's go ahead and commit to... Okay, and we need to get at least one tea prepped. Alright, so we've got several things we could break down in here. And, oh, I can do those while I don't have a fire going. Yeah, so we'll leave this here. We'll come back to it. We can harvest... Ooh, if we get a hacksaw, we can probably get some metal and cloth from those chairs. Yeah, this is going to be great. I've still got that red die with the 20 showing. Sitting there, because I haven't had to look at one yet. Okay, so we're going to make this tea. I have to remember I can't just make a tea and assume that I just have a tea now. I'm going to make the tea because I'm going to drink the tea. Actually, yeah, I'll commit to this. I shouldn't have actually made that tea, because what I wanted to do, and actually we can do this now, what I wanted to do was go out here. Let's pull our stone out in case we need to aim at something. I wanted to go out here and just collect resources for a bit before I headed on. Oh, this isn't a oak. Wait, is that an oak tree? Huh, I guess I just didn't... What's going on here? Oh, is it because is it suffering from the bug where things don't spawn in when you walk from an outdoor region? Like if I run away and come back, are those going to have spawned in? That would be weird. Since they're kind of fixed entities, but they might not be programmed that way. Alright, I can't get too complacent. We got to keep an eye out for wolves. Let's roll for this, because that would be a useful book. We got a 19. That is not quite good enough. So, ooh, I'm glad I came over here and looked again. That is a hatchet. I'm just going to put that over there. Alright. Come on, 20. This is when I need you. Let's use the red die again. Ah, 7. Okay. Let's just move this over here as well. It's going to be obvious that I set those aside. Weather's really nice. That tea is probably going to burn off if I don't get back soon. All right, let's go ahead and go back and drink it, and then we'll move on from here. I'm going to pull those torches too before we leave. We'll probably end up coming back here to sleep for an hour to save the episode when the time has come for that. All right, let's go ahead and get as many torches as I can off of here. Normally, I'm not going to like try to break down my fires because I can't harvest these torches for sticks anyway. Oh, these are terrible torches. But I just want a light source for exploring the houses. Okay, and I'm not going to leave this fire going to come back to. I think I'm going to rely on... It's pretty warm out there right now. I'm going to rely on this tea to keep me warm. And we got to put this torch out. We can't use it. Don't want to leave anything here that I really care about right now. All right, let's go down to the gas station. And especially this first day, I should be doing a lot of running. I might need these acorns for food. We're probably not going to find a lot of food. And meat is going to be really dangerous, even if I somehow do get some. Alright, I'm not going to go down there. We're going to go with the slightly more realistic rules. Sorry if I forget about that at some point and just do some crazy goat that I'm going to try to remember. Alright, let's see if we can harvest acorns on the way down. Got some really good weather here in the late part of the day. As long as wolves don't mess me up too badly. Should be in pretty good shape. Oh yeah, it's probably because of the low plant spawn settings that I'm not finding many acorns. While I'm thinking about it, I just want to let you know I'm planning to do 3 episodes per week with this series. So it'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sundays is when the Frankie series has episodes. So yeah, make sure to tune in for those. Let's see. I think... Okay, there's rabbits up here, so there's probably not wolves. I don't know if there's anything at this board. Doesn't appear to be anything. Right, we might end up prepping a bunch of acorns for dinner. Okay. I could grab these branches too, but not worth the time. It is really warm right now though, so if I had nothing else to do, probably makes sense to stockpile firewood. Alright, let's get in here. And we are rolling again. 2. So we don't get that shell casing or anything else in here. I'll check the visors. Just because it makes sense to go ahead and grab the mementos if I get the option. Nothing. Or I guess that if there was anything in the back, it would probably count with the vehicle roll. Okay. Well, I already found a pry bar. That's crazy. I was not expecting to get a pry bar this quickly. So we can go check the gas station. Let's see if we have any wolves around here. I'm a little nervous. Yeah, have that truck I can run back to if we run into trouble. Okay, let's see if I can do this right. If I end up stepping inside by accident, then it's fine. But what I want to do is just roll while I'm forcing this open. Got a 13, so... Oh, I meant to cancel before we actually got in, so I'll just turn around and leave. Okay, so the gas station is a no-go. Now, with some of the higher value locations, I'll probably roll for the location and the loot separately. You may have seen that on my, I forgot. I probably would have done that with this one had I thought about it, but it's fine. I already got pretty lucky. What am I doing? Well, that's fine. Yeah, we can force that open and check it. Okay, so we got a 16, so that's no good. Nothing on there. Let's enter the vehicle. We've got free matches. You can always collect the matches. And let's see, we'll roll for a quest.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
I think I forgot to roll for a quest at the truck. It's okay. Just assume I failed that. I left that behind, right? Revolver shell casing? Yeah. Because we get nothing from this one. I guess I should be opening these hoods. So like here, I didn't get this car battery. But I should like leave it here. Just so I know it's there and I can grab it when I want to do the... If I want to do the Signal Void quest. Alright, so I think I've checked everything around the gas station. The wolves don't seem to be in town right now, so let's just check. I kind of thought that was something sticking out there. Just check around the outside here a bit. I guess we might as well go down to the prison bus and kind of... So we know wolves are in town right now. So if we can kind of loot this whole area out while there aren't wolves here. It doesn't seem like there's any wolves around. Okay, I've already got more than enough stones. It looks like just like on Interloper. Can't get anything from inside there, can you? Ah, there's just nothing here. Alright, let's check up here for any teas or acorns or anything, and then... Oh, are you supposed to be able to get up here? Sticks, I guess. So yeah, what I was talking about briefly at the start of the game, when I got cut off because I needed to focus, is just I was thinking about the backstory of my character a little bit. You know, like, I'm not going to take it too seriously, but one of the things that comes with having a lot of experience in this game is I kind of know where everything is. So I'm thinking that my character might be like somebody who grew up here and kind of knows where everything used to be, but it's been 30 years, and, you know, I haven't really thought it through, like, why did we come back? Are we looking for some keepsake, or did we come back to check and see what happened to some person that we used to know? But the main point is that, like, we know all this area. Like, we know where things are, but what we don't know is what's still standing. What's long since collapsed, where people have lived, like, in the past 5 years instead of in the past 20, and so where there will actually be food that's still good. I guess since we have a tool, we can harvest this. No reason not to. Get some extra food. I actually thought food was going to be a lot harder to come by, and maybe it still will be. I'm not even sure
My
I've
fingers feel numb.
collected enough to replenish the drain here. Alright, I have a lot of sticks. The cold is not turning out to be as much of an issue as I was hoping, but I'm sure it'll get colder later in the game. And I don't know, it's evening and fog, so it's not too surprising. Day 1 is just not that cold, even on no Goa settings. Crazy that we already have a safe home to go back to. So unfortunately, I guess the setting that I changed... Yeah, I think it was just for stick respawn frequency. We're going to take a little bit of damage here. Actually, I didn't really plan this very well.
Oh, so cold.
I wonder what temperature it is. -10. Yeah, I think I got too comfortable and was just thinking in terms of, oh, we're fine. We have a safe shelter to go to. But I really shouldn't be allowing myself to take any damage. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to check this carcass. By clicking on it, it should make it, what's the rule here? Yeah, roll 1 die. Yeah, so I didn't get the deer. By clicking on it, it should make it disappear. Yeah, we can harvest crow feathers, that's fine. We're going to be able to get plenty of those anyway. Don't have any way to harvest limbs. Alright, I guess we better go back to the park office, and we'll warm up there. I don't think it's worth starting a fire out here just to save a few percent. At least not right now. If I could have gotten that deer. Let's see. There's no way it's going to be warm in here, is it? No. Alright, so, yeah, we'll call it here. Next episode, we'll go into Milton proper. See if we can check some more of the cars and the buildings there. And I'll get all my information copied over for the quest, and we can roll that quest and see what kind of quest we get. See if it'll help me find any useful items. It was really foolish of me to waste all this energy. All this condition. But I got pretty lucky with this spot up here, so. Overall, I'm pretty happy. Now, my energy's really low anyway. I don't really want to waste this time, but I think I am just going to sleep for an hour. Yeah, that's the only reliable way I have to save the game anyway. We'll figure out food and stuff next episode. And there we go. Episode 1 of Scarcity. Now, it does feel like I'm in a really good position right now. Oh, it actually got colder in here. That's good to know. I thought this was a constant temperature. So we actually might need a fire in here anyway. Yeah, if we want to sleep safely tonight. Yeah, I've forgotten what I was going to say, but... Well, oh yeah. We're stuck in Milton, so it might feel like we're in a good position here, but once we kind of loot out the town, and, you know, who knows, we might not find anything else. This might be it here. Then, we're going to have to decide where to go from there, and it's probably going to be the Muskeg, because I just don't know about traveling into Hushed River with essentially nothing. Alright, well, I've really enjoyed starting this series off. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thanks for watching.